Hello, and welcome to Fahrenheit 451 Lesson 40, Revising and Editing the Research Essay. We've been organizing our research notes in order to develop an outline for the research essay that includes a claim, reasons, counterclaim, evidence, and reasoning. Today we will revise the research essay draft and engage in a peer conference to edit the research essay draft. You will need your extension task handout from Lesson 33, your draft essay that you completed for homework, the research essay organizer posted with Lesson 39, and the research essay rubric, which should have been posted with Lesson 39 as well, and I believe also with an earlier Lesson 2. We're going to begin today's lesson by reviewing the prompt and rubric in preparation for revising and editing your essay. So I want you to go ahead and open those up. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to look over them and kind of figure out where we're headed for today's lesson. Now I want you to remember something about revising. Revising is a chance to make big changes, and it takes more time than editing or making small grammatical and spelling changes. I want you to revise your draft by using the annotation code, color code on the slide. This will help you look at the structure of your essay and notice anything that's missing, any elements that are missing. As you annotate, and right after you annotate, I want you to think about the questions on the slide. Does each body paragraph have a claim and a counterclaim, or a counterclaim, a reason, evidence, and reasoning? And remember, your counterclaim is going to appear in your third body paragraph. If not, what is missing? How could you add something to the paragraph to include that element? Remember that we're going to highlight using the highlight and then select the color to highlight based on the colors on the screen. Remember, pink is going to be anytime you reference a claim, yellow, supporting reasonings, green, text evidence that supports the claim and reasons, blue for reasoning, and orange for your counterclaim. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to work on this part of the assignment. The purpose of the counterclaim and the rebuttal are to acknowledge the other side of the argument and to then explain why your claim is stronger. I want you to locate your orange highlighted counterclaim in your essay, and I want you to highlight and underline the transition words that you use to indicate the counterclaim and the rebuttal. Let's look at our slide. These are some transition words that can be used for counterclaims and rebuttals. Transition words for counterclaims include, on the other hand, critics argue that, and a common argument against this position is. Now, when you say that the counterclaim is wrong or not as strong as your point of view when you make your rebuttal, you might want to use some transitions such as, while this may be true, my claim is still valid because, however, that point is not valid because, or nevertheless. I want you to revise your counterclaim and rebuttal to include those strong transition words. I'm going to give you about 6 minutes to complete this part of the lesson. In a few seconds, I'm going to assign you a partner. I'm going to hand out a printed copy of your paper to your partner, and they're going to edit your paper using the checklist on the board. I'm also going to ask that you pull up the checklist on the video, the same video that I'm posting in your lesson, so that you have access to it as need be. You'll have about 8 minutes once I assign the partners and hand out the papers to complete this activity. Now I want you to make changes to your essay based on the peer feedback and your revision process that you received and completed. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to complete this part of the lesson. Now for homework. Your homework is to publish your research essay. To complete this, you will need your draft research essay. Congratulations! You have completed Lesson 40 of the Fahrenheit 451 unit. In this lesson, you revised your writing to ensure you have a claim, reasons, counterclaim, evidence, and reasoning. You also assessed a peer's writing using an editing checklist.